because that's kind of like a perfect segue into my talk tonight about the $20 join special. And if you're watching this on YouTube, because this gets posted on YouTube, if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm Jennifer Anderson, Superstar Director for Radiant Rockstars, and this is our Rockstar Rally. But we're talking about $20 join special tonight, and you guys, here's the whole, like, the beginning of it. If you don't believe that Scentsy can change your life, like, what are you even doing? You know, really, if you don't believe that Scentsy can change your life, and if you don't believe that Scentsy can change the lives of other people, your recruiting game, your sponsoring game, your team building game, it's always going to fall short. So you have to have that deep down belief that, like, this business, this company can change your life. I am living proof of that. Okay. So you might not know all of my story, and you might, but just so you know, like, I come from, like, living paycheck to paycheck, and I was $30,000 in debt at one point, like credit card debt and student loan debt. I, like, was a restaurant manager, you know, I have a degree in religion, like, I swear, like, I'm no one special. And if you don't believe that this company can change your life, then that's where you need to start. And that's what you need to ask yourself. Like, okay, if I don't have that belief, like, what am I doing? Then you need to watch some inspirational stories. You need to connect with people whose lives have been changed by Scentsy. And you need to catch that spark and catch that fire, because no one's going to want to join your team if you don't think that that this really has something to offer. No one's going to want to join your team, like, just to join your team or to help you, right? That's not the whole point. The whole point is, like, who do I know that needs this business? Who do I know that needs extra income? Who do I know that needs a community of people that rallies and supports them? Who do I know that needs friendship or camaraderie or encouragement, right? That's really what we do. So we just happen to sell the most incredible, excellent fragrance products in the world. But the bonus is all of the beautiful self-development that happens when you really dig deep and you really become vulnerable and you really let this journey change you. Ask yourself if you are the kind of person that you would want to join. Okay, so this is really important when you're trying to build your team and you're trying to attract people to you and you're trying to recruit and sponsor. You need to ask yourself, are you the kind of person that you would want to join? And what I mean by that is, what are you portraying on social media? That is incredibly important, because for most people in your life, that's the only connection they have to you. Most people in your life don't see you on a daily basis, don't see you on a weekly or monthly basis even. Most people in your life don't talk to you face to face. When's the last time you had a phone conversation? Like, let's be serious, right? We text all the time. Maybe people are FaceTiming more because we're quarantined, but your social media is a massive projection of who you are. And for so many people, that's all they know of you. So if you look at your social media accounts, are you the type of person that you would want to join under? Ask yourself that. Is it positive? Is it lighthearted? Are you fun? Are you engaging? Are you encouraging? But also, are you a boss? Are you rocking your business? Are you doing what you're supposed to do to see success? People want to join people who are successful. That's pretty simple. People want to join with people who know what they're doing, who have proven skills, right? People want to join with people who are making money or doing the dang thing or doing whatever it is that is successful for you. So if for you being successful means you have an outlet, like a creative outlet, then those are the kind of people that you're going to attract. If for you being successful means you make enough money to go into your date night fund, like, so you can pay for a date night once or twice a month, then those are the kind of people you're going to attract. What you put out is what you're going to attract. So ask yourself, are you the kind of person that you would want to join with? Do people know that you want to build your team? Do people know? And by that I mean I don't mean like, have you posted like, hey, join my team? But by that I mean, do they know that you're reaching for something, that you're reaching for a title, or you're working towards a trip, or you're trying to help other people find success, or you're trying to help other people find life-changing things in Scentsy? Do you only post about Scentsy when you're happy and when things are good, or when it's month end, or you're trying to reach a goal? Or do you share Scentsy every day, all the time? It's who you are, it's your lifestyle. Those are the kinds of things that are attractive to potential joiners. The things that are attractive to potential joiners are consultants who live and breathe Scentsy every day. And I don't mean it in a way that it has to overtake your life, right? And that you lose your identity in Scentsy. That's not what I mean. Because honestly, how much do you hear me preach authenticity, authenticity, authenticity? Be yourself, do you, don't be a carbon copy of someone else. Don't try and be like you got to do you, trust and believe that. But what I mean is, you've got to share every day how the business or a product or a host or a relationship with a customer or a relationship with an upline or a sideline or a team or something is affecting your life for good. You got to share, and you got to share it often. Share and share often. All right, so let's talk about like specifically recruiting. Because guys, sales are going to come. We know this. Customers are buying this month. You guys are selling like bananas. You guys are having online parties like bananas. So sales are going to come. So this month I'm like ultra hyper focused on team building, because sales are coming. I've got like really through my customer follow-up, I already have over 1,000 PRV just through customer follow-up. So I'm not really like worried about that. I'm worried about team building and maximizing this opportunity with the $20 join special. And you guys, you know what? My husband put it so simple today. This is why husbands are great. Because we always overcomplicate things, and they break it down for you. And he said to me, just go sign up everyone you know. It's only $20. And I was like, oh my gosh, but it really is that simple. You know what I mean? Like, go sign up everyone I know, because it's only $20. And I was like, oh yeah, it is only $20. Like, why are we complicating it? Or why are we like afraid? Like, it's literally just talking to everyone we know and being like, I know you got $20. You're spending $30 on wax, right? Why don't you spend 20, get a warmer, and then buy your own wax from yourself? You know what I'm saying? It's literally that simple. Hannah said, if only everyone thought like Nathan. Hashtag think like Nathan. It's so true. It's so true. But like, for real, it's only $20. Go sign up everyone you know. Genius. It is that simple. But let's talk about how we can kind of work through it methodically. And I want to give you some tips on recruiting, list building, and things like that you can use definitely in this $20 join month, but beyond this $20 join month. And next week, I actually have a superstar director friend, Chloe Cox. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with Chloe Cox, who is a boss babe. She shared some really incredible gold nugget stuff with me on like dream team building and keeping a tracker of how. So I'm going to be able to share that with you next week, and I'm really excited to give you those tools. Okay. But let's talk about the first thing you got to do is make a list. You got to make a list of people. You've heard list of 100, right? As soon as you join Scentsy, you hear list of 100. I don't care if you call it list of 100, recruiting list, dream team list. I don't care what you call it. A list is a list is a list. Okay? It's a list of people. It's a list of names. And who goes on your list? These are potential people that want to join your team. Next week, I'm going to break it down into Chloe's dream team list, which includes like hosts, customers, what I'm going to call affiliates, which are people that are basically going to be like people who refer you to other people, right? Affiliates for you, and then potential joiners and new consultants. But make your list. I don't care what you call it. Call it a dream team list, whatever you want. But here's what goes on the list. Anyone you've ever talked to about joining, ever. Ever, ever, ever. They go on your list. Anyone who's ever mentioned to you like, oh, I thought about it, or anyone who's liked a recruiting post that you made, or anyone who has attended a party and like you saw a sparkle in their eye when you talked about joining. I mean, literally all those people go on the list. Okay. Also, you're going to make a Frankie list. Frankie, Frankie. And Frankie is these types of people go on your Frankie list. Ready? F is for friends. You're going to make a list of friends. R is for relatives. A is for acquaintances. N is for neighbors. And in neighbors, include your past neighbors, include people that you used to live by. In acquaintances, those are going to be people like the same barista that you see every time you go to the coffee shop, or the lady at the dry cleaners that you talk to every single time, the same bank teller that you see, right? Like those are your acquaintances. K is for kids, not like children, but like people that you might know through your kids. So parents of, you know what I mean? Kids, friends, and whatever. Or if your kids play sports and there's other parents there, so associated with your kids. I is internet, people you've met or know on the internet. In fact, the amazing star consultant, Bridget Edwards, is an internet for me. Bridget and I have never met in person, which is so bananas. But we have known each other on the internet for, I don't know, like 7 years or something crazy. So she would be like an internet person. Someone that you've maybe never met in person, they would be an internet person for you. And then E, this is my favorite one, is extraordinary people. People in your life who are extraordinary, who you see as these people could really blow it out of the water in Scentsy. These people have proven skills. These people are successful. These people would like take this and run with it. Extraordinary people. Don't leave them off. I know a lot of people make a list that's Franks, Franks, and they leave out the extraordinary people. And because they're afraid to talk to someone who's maybe ultra successful, right? Like, would you be terrified to ask your doctor to join Scentsy, right? Or a vet, or someone who's like gone to bajillion years of school and like has PhDs? Would you be terrified to ask those kinds of people? Those are extraordinary people. They could take this and do amazing things with it. And the worst thing that can happen is they say no. Don't leave off extraordinary people, because as Orville Thompson always says, you are one person away from a completely different life. A completely different life. You are one person away from a completely different life. So by you making the decision for someone and saying like, oh, they're a doctor, they wouldn't be interested in Scentsy. First of all, that's not fair to that person, because that's not your job to make the decision for them. Your job is just to offer. It's not to make the decision for them. But second of all, what if that person joined? What if they said yes? What if that person joined your team and became a superstar director? And your life is forever changed because of that connection. You help them change their lives, but also your life is forever changed because of that extraordinary person. So that's your list. If you're new and you don't have like people you've talked to about joining, or people who have asked you about joining, you're gonna really rely on Frankie a lot right now. That's where you're gonna live. Okay, it's Frankie. Don't wait. Don't be like, tomorrow I'm gonna make a list, next week. Don't wait until your life gets organized or your house gets done or your room gets clean. Like, make your list. Start tonight, because your list is gold. Your list is absolutely foundational. Those are the people that you talk to. Your dream team list, your lead list, your list of 100, whatever you want to call it, that's how you build your business. That's where your sales come from. It's where your parties come from. It's where your recruits come from. And yep, Kayla said it best. She said, don't make other people's choices for them. So don't ever be afraid to offer the opportunity to someone, because it's not our job to make the decision for them. If you have, I know you do, because I have done this too. I know there's a name in your mind right now that you really would love to ask, but you're like, ain't no way, because you're afraid, or they're successful, or you're saying that they're going to say no. Let me tell you something. How unfair to that person that you just made up their mind for them. You have something that could completely change their life and your life, and how unfair to them that you just said they wouldn't be interested. Maybe they tell you no, but maybe they say yes. And maybe they say no, but it really means not right now. And you keep asking and offering and offering. And a couple of years later, they join your team. You never know. Don't make up people's minds for them. Okay. So also on your list, if you've been a consultant for a while, past hosts, your best customers. I know that can be scary, turning a customer into a recruit, because you're like, but I get so much PRV from that customer. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. I promise you there's enough PRV to go around. You will find more great customers. And that really is the cycle. You find another great customer and turn them into a recruit. You find another great customer and turn them into a recruit. Find another, okay, over and over and over again. Trust me, I've been doing this for almost 10 years. This is how it goes. I've recruited some of my best customers. But you know what? They still buy a ton of Scentsy, but they also share it with their friends. And they share it with their friends' friends, right? And so that's more PRV and more PRV and more PRV that just goes into my organization than those just big sales from those best customers. Don't be afraid. You're one person away from a completely different life. And you never know, it could be your best customer. So after you have your list, then it's time to decide what you're going to say. Here's what you're not going to do. You're not going to cold message anyone. What is a cold message? A cold message means you have a friend that you haven't talked to in 4 years and you message them and say, hey, do you want to buy some Scentsy or join my team? Oh my gosh. Literally the worst thing you could ever do. Don't do it. If you've already done it, I'm not telling you you're a failure. I'm just saying stop it right now. Okay? Cold messaging is never successful. My inbox is full of people from a specific health and wellness company that are like, hey, have you seen this? You need this. And I'm like, are you telling me I'm fat? Thanks. Like people I genuinely don't know. They're like weight loss products. You know what I mean? And I'm like, get out of here. I'm never going to be interested in that. I'm never going to like respond to you. I'm never going to, it's not going to happen. Okay. No group messaging, no cold messaging. Now, if a person comes into your brain from 4 years ago that you haven't talked to in 4 years, here's what you're going to do. You're going to go to their social media and find out what's going on in their life. You're going to get updated on them. You're going to see what they're doing. And then you're going to start to rebuild a relationship with them. You're going to start to connect with them again. But you're not really going to talk about Scentsy. You're not really going to talk about Scentsy instantly. You're going to talk about like, hey, I see your kids are doing this. Or, hey, I see you are, you left that career and now you're doing that. Or, hey, I see you're staying home now. Or you moved, right? Just wanted to reconnect. Hope you're doing great. You guys staying safe and healthy right now. Things like that, okay? Start to rebuild that relationship with those people. And they can be on your list, but they're not going to be people on your list that you're like going to hound about Scentsy right now. And honestly, I don't even know why I just use the word hound, because you should never hound anyone, and that's super gross, okay? Savannah said a really great way she's been able to bring up joining to people who she hasn't previously talked to is a mailer she sends with her thank you, and this is how much commission they would have made off their order. Genius. And so you guys are all hopefully sending out thank you cards to people who order on your website or order from parties, or sending out thank you something to them. So that's really smart to send out a little, hey, you could have made this much on your order. And I actually do have a graphic for that too, that I can, and I bet Savannah does too, and she can post it in Radiant Rockstars because she's a star consultant now. So you're not going to cold message. You're not going to like reach out and offer a business opportunity to somebody you don't know. You're just not going to do it, because I promise you it's not going to get you anywhere. And that's just not how we roll at Scentsy. That's not our company. That's not our ethos. That's not what we stand for. And you know what, guys? We had a superstar director call with Orville and Heidi Thompson a couple of weeks ago. In Orville, some other companies have gotten in trouble during this time, like this weird time in the world with COVID, and some other companies have gotten in trouble because they've basically been trying to like profit off of calamity, or they've said like, oh, like you lost your job. Well, hey, you can come do this, or, just weirdness. So companies have gotten in trouble, but Orville said, he said, you know what? I feel like you guys, and he means like you consultants, I feel like you guys have created a really classy culture. You know, and you guys, I need you to know that's what our culture is. Our culture is classy. We don't do that. We don't roll like that. We don't cold message. We build relationships. We care about people, you know? And Sarah Walker said something last week that was like just awesome. And she said, you know, we have products that matter. We have products that matter. You know, we don't sell junk. We don't sell like fads. We don't sell things that don't work. Like we have products that matter. We have products that enhance mood. We have products that make people feel good about themselves or about their home or about where they're being. We have products that matter, like hand soap and cleaning products and like body products and laundry care. Those products matter, you know? And so we have created this classy culture and we sell products that matter. And like that force together is so powerful, so powerful. So what do I always say? You're with the right company. You're with the right company. So you're not going to cold message. Make sure that you have a relationship with that person, or that you at least like know what's going on in their lives. You know, it's really important that you're kind of up to date with what's going on in their family or their work life, or where do they live now. And you can do that by, you know, reconnecting with them on social media. And I'm just going to be honest with you guys, there's no script. There is no script for how you reach out to people. Because if I give you a script, then we would be like all those other companies in the world. And that's not what we do. There's no script. Here's what it is. It's the heart of the matter. And that is that I care about you and I want to see this business help you. So let me tell you why I think this would be great for your life. Or let me tell you why I think you'd be a great fit in Scentsy. So whether that's you could have made X amount of dollars commission from your own order, or that's, hey, come join this amazing team that I have of like super supportive, friendly, uplifting, inspiring, incredible women and men, right? Come join this group because you need that in your life. So maybe it's that. Maybe it's you could have made this commission. Maybe it's they want to quit their second job. You know? Yeah, and Bridget said she loves that there's no script. It's not easy, but it's worth it. Couldn't be more true. Couldn't be more true. It's not easy because you have to be yourself, right? And you have to be authentic and you have to be true to yourself and you have to come up with the words yourself. I'm never going to tell you what to say to someone. Never. Because then you're just a carbon copy of Jennifer Anderson and you're not really you. And that doesn't work. That doesn't work long term. That doesn't fly. And when you're recruiting, when you're team building, they want to join you. They don't want to join Jennifer Anderson. They want to join you. People don't join Scentsy, they join you. They join you. So there'll never be a script. I'll never tell you what to say. But if you're coming from the heart and you are trying to like help them, which is what we do, it's going to come out fine. It's going to come out fine. I'll say this. I'll give you some tips. Always be yourself. Always be genuine. Use words that you use in your normal day life, everyday life. Don't come up with these crazy words. Don't be that direct sales lady. Like, you don't need to be any of those people, okay? You don't need to do that. Keep it short and sweet, to the point. Take out the fluff. Don't word vomit on people. They don't need to. There is a wicked cute baby on the screen. Hi, little baby. Hi, Hannah's baby. Those are literally my tips. Keep it short, keep it sweet, be yourself, use your own words, speak to the heart. Don't word vomit on people. So don't be like, oh, you make 20% commission, then you make 25 when you sell 1,000, and don't forget your 70-day sensational start. You want to earn those awards. Here's how you earn level 1, level 2, level 3. And if you get level 3, you get like a trophy and you get to walk across the stage at SFR. Do you know what SFR is? It's Scentsy Family Reunion. Do you know what that is? Oh, it's in all different places all the time. And it's like this amazing convention. There's like glitter and like concerts and like you have to go and you can like wear a dress, you can wear jeans, you can wear whatever you want. Like, whoa, nobody wants that. Don't do that. That's exactly what you don't do. So while I won't tell you exactly what to say, I'll tell you what not to say. That. Okay. We've all done it. And I think it's very natural when you're a new consultant too, to like word vomit, because you're learning, you're excited, you're passionate, and you're figuring out like what's important. What are the important things that you need to get across? Here, my last tip with what you say is always only answer their questions. If you're learning how to not word vomit, you want to only answer their questions. Because if you start to give them additional information that they didn't ask for, that's where word vomit comes into play. And that's where people get overwhelmed. Only answer their questions. So if someone says, how much can I make? You're not gonna give them a compensation plan training video. No, Jesus fix it, please don't. You're gonna say you make 20% commission as soon as you join. And when you sell your first 1,000, you get a permanent pay raise at 25% commission. That's all you're gonna say. That's it. Okay? Always only answer their questions. It's really important that you keep a tracker of some sort of who you're talking to, how you're connecting with them. You want to take notes on any conversations that you've had so that the next time you talk to them, you kind of know where you left off or what you said or what they didn't say, right? So make sure you have a tracker. Be yourself. Please, 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 please be yourself. And I know we talked about being yourself like a second ago, but I also actually wrote it down as like a big thing, like be yourself. It's like a big point. Make sure you're authentically you. People join you, not Scentsy. And then my last tip is for the $20 join special, I actually sent out an email today to everyone in my contacts list. And what I'm going to do is post that email in Radiant Rockstars for you. I use a program called madmimi.com, and it's a mass emailing list, but you can send HTML emails, which means you can send emails that have pictures and fonts and like all these different things. That's not just like black and white text. So madmimi.com, you can also use Constant Contact. You can use, Aikila uses a different one. She can post that in the chat. MailChimp, I think, is what Aikila uses. You can also email contacts from your workstation if you want to. But it's just about letting everyone know that they can join for, hey, it's only $20. Sign everybody up, right? Hey, it's only $20. Sign everybody up. People need to know. And so while your best return on your money is going to be having one-on-one, return on your time investment is going to be having one-on-one conversations with people and talking to them about joining you for $20, starting their own journey.
Got it. I'm listening. Am I snoring? You're just snoring. Okay, well.
Okay. We're gonna keep muting. That's gonna be the best way you spend your time is one-on-one. It's also important that you let everyone know. So I went into my contacts tab in Scentsy, okay, and I literally, you if you want to email them from your workstation, go in your contacts tab, you want to view all, and then you can click all the buttons and you can click email right from your workstation. You can export your contacts information and upload it into an address book or MadMimi or Constant Contact or whatever kind of platform you want to use to send an email. So I'm going to put a link to my email in Radiant Rockstars just so you can see what I did. And you're welcome to use any of that verbiage. Obviously you can't use my picture because it has my face in it. But put your own pictures. It'll give you an idea, okay? Take it and run with it. Be authentic, be yourself, use your own words, take it and run with it. Here's what I'm gonna leave you with last. You have all the tools you'll ever need to build an incredible business. You have all the tools you will ever need to build an incredible business. The difference between someone who succeeds in Scentsy and someone who doesn't is that the people who succeeded decided to take those tools and put them to work. Okay? Don't let these tools go to waste. Don't let all these incredible resources and people who are helping you succeed and helping you build an incredible business, don't let those go by. Don't be one of those people. Don't log on to another Rockstar Rally without making a change in your business. Don't sign up for another coaching call unless you've really tried hard or you really reached your goals or you decided you're going to get promoted and you're going to quit making excuses and you're going to quit like fluffing around. You have all the tools that you need to do something incredible. It's time to put the tools to work. If you feel like you're lacking in an area, become a student. There's YouTube, there's Google, there's Training Center. Scentsy Workstation has more training, I think, than you even realize. Like, they're constantly updating it with, I just found a new 30-minute live party script on the Scentsy Workstation. And it's so simple. It even lays it out for like a week, like what you do before and after and how you collect the orders. Like, it's amazing. It's literally done for you. All you got to do is do it. Okay? So go change the world. Go change your world. It's not just about changing the world, but like, go change your world. Okay? I love you guys. You got anything to say? Was that funny? I love you so much. Akila said she switched to Flowdesk, Flodesk. She did put a link in the chat box. I'm guessing it's a referral link, free for 30 days. So try Flowdesk, MailChimp, Mad Mimi. Mad Mimi is free only, but you can only have 100 contacts. Mad Mimi, you do have to pay if you want more than 100 contacts. I love you guys too. Morgan, your eyeballs are sweating. Go change your world. Go change your world. I love you guys for real, and I'm so proud to be doing this with you, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye.